As we get closer and closer to Election Day, you may have seen a lot more political messaging, obviously, in a big attempt to pit voters, in one case, against Muslim groups. We've also seen similar statements and sentiments play out across North Texas. Most recently, a man was seen on video verbally attacking Muslim students during a prayer that was going on at a public park in Plano. Our media partners over at Texas Monthly taking a closer look at these types of rising tensions. With that, Forrest Wilder is joining us tonight for a little discussion as we dive in here. Forrest, we know Governor Greg Abbott has designated the Council of American Islamic Relations, the short acronym is CAIR, as we know, as a terrorist organization. It's a claim that CAIR has denied over and over. What have you learned in looking deeper into all this about the organization and also the governor's concerns?
Right. Yeah. So CAIR is a national organization. It's a nonprofit. They bill themselves as the largest civil rights organization for Muslims in this country. They've been operating in Texas quite visibly and actively for decades now. So the governor designated them a foreign terrorist organization, which is an unprecedented move by a governor. Typically, it's the federal government, the U.S. State Department, that designates such groups like Al-Qaeda, ISIS, groups that have carried out, in many cases, spectacular acts of violence, including against American citizens. CAIR is not a foreign group. It's based here in Texas, and there's really no evidence that they're engaged in terrorism. But this is what the governor's going with. Some of the members of CAIR have made statements about Israel's conduct in Gaza that don't sit well with the governor. I think that has something to do with this designation.
Yeah. You also write in your piece about Muslim Capital Day, and you tell us the lobbying event's been going on for a long time. Was it 22 and a half, 23 years now, since 2003. How have lawmakers responded to that event specifically over the years, based on what you've looked at?
Muslim Capital Day, which is just basically, one day during the every other year legislative session for Muslim Texans to come and lobby state lawmakers. It has attracted a lot of kind of ugly protests over the years, but things have really escalated and ramped up. It used to be that lawmakers, including conservative Republicans, would say, I don't necessarily agree with everything these people are saying, but they're welcome to come to the Capitol and do what any citizen is allowed to do, which is address the government. But CAIR has become kind of persona non grata, if you will, at the Capitol, because they've become a lightning rod for this larger phenomenon of Muslim bashing, anti-Muslim rhetoric that the GOP at this moment in time is sort of using as a political message.
Yeah, and some might be wondering, and I think it's more than fair, religious rights, free speech, that has got to have entered the discussion at some point here. What can you tell us about that factor and how it all plays into what's going on?
Yeah, when I took a closer look at this, one thing that was really striking to me is that many politicians, elected officials, and candidates for high office are no longer talking just about, say, radical Islamists, jihadists, groups that may actually be engaged in terrorism, but are now attacking Muslims, period. So about 2% of Texans are Muslim. That's not a significant percentage overall, but you're still talking about 400,000 or 500,000 people. I think the rhetoric is dangerous because it seems to, at times, basically assume that this group of people do not have the same rights to religious liberty, freedom of speech, or even to hold public office that people of a Christian faith or some other faith or no faith at all may have.
Yeah, a deeper dive into it all, and it's a discussion we're not going to solve this tonight, and it's a discussion that will be in the days, weeks, and months ahead for all of us. Forrest Wilder, thank you very much for the discussion this evening. We appreciate you. You can, by the way, read his article right now. It's posted at texasmonthly.com.